Alrighty, welcome back to Super Metroid Reimagined for speedrun practice purposes. We are doing Super Metroid Reimagined for a special charity fundraising event that I'll be personally hosting / participating in myself. More information on that at the end of the stream and in the months to come. But most importantly, we're also doing this as a 100% guide for, trying to rebuild my YouTube channel. So, for those that weren't aware, I have a YouTube channel. It has been a ghost for a little bit, so, here's to sprucing it up a little bit. Ooh, side hoppers. So, here comes our first major distraction down here, is, a bunch of side hoppers and, lettuce leaves. So, this is your first major sticking point, because at this point you still do not have any additional energy. And everything in here can take anywhere between 20 to 50 health away from you. So, cautionary walking is key, but also staying one step ahead is mandatory. So, know how fast you can shoot, know how fast the enemy moves, know how many hits it takes, stuff like that. But, as I was just informed by my friend Reimagined over here on Twitch in the chat, as you can see, they're doing a reboot of Skyrim. Don't understand why they're doing that, but hey, do them. They're doing a remastering of Skyrim, and there's also a new Pokemon game coming out for those that aren't in the know, Sun and Moon. They're slated to come out in November. Refill bug. Nice timing. So those are games to be looking forward to if you're a Pokemon fan, or if you're a fan of the Elder Scrolls series. And in response to me missing a missile, intentional. Alright, so. Ow. Give you one on the butt, give you one on the face. Just made that ledge. Give you one on the face. And everyone's favorite swinging ball and chain looking-ish plant Spospo, also known as Spore Spawn. Spore Spawn is a very easy boss for all new beginners, and anyone that's talented enough knows how to pretty much get around him. But the long story short is he opens his mouth after pacing around for about 20 seconds or so, give or take, to start, and then he opens his mouth. Just unload 2 missiles as quick as you can, and then get back to dodging him out of the way. Once you shoot him enough times, he'll slow down, and he'll speed up and actually start taking 10 seconds to swing around the room, also doing more damage as he gets faster. So, that's just something to be careful of. He can speed up and become more dangerous. Now, these things only take 5 points of damage, but Spospo, boom, 20 points instantly. So, missile management and energy management are key. Also are your timing. Always try to pop off 2 shots directly after each other to make it into Spospo's mouth. Be consistently moving. Always use your run button. If you don't feel like doing that, you could always go into a morph ball to save yourself some time. It's your choice. But Spospo will be a relatively easy starter boss. He goes down without any trouble. Now, normally your reward in regular Super Metroid is Super Missiles, but our reward for Spospo in Reimagined is the Charge Beam. Now, as you all know, the Charge Beam is very simple. You can charge a shot, and you can let it go. You can also do multiple tricks with it. You can do a pseudo screw attack, which is jumping in the air, spinning, and holding the shot. You can lay morph bombs, groups of 5, help you cover more area if you're trying to find secrets. And my ever so favorite one, again, the pseudo screw attack. The pseudo screw attack the pseudo screw attack. Oh, for the love of God. Get over here. Gotcha. It just obliterates enemies that are weak to it. Now, normally in regular Super Metroid, which, by the way, for henceforth, regular will be replaced with the word reggae, just so everyone knows. In Reggae Super Metroid, you can technically skip Spore Spawn. In this one, you can't because you need to kill him in order to open up a gate. All the bosses in this game represent gateways that can only be accessed by you defeating them. So technically, you could skip Spore Spawn, but in this one, you don't have that type of luck or liberty. So you need to take him out in order to keep going. Also, I prefer missiles when I'm taking out enemies that I can't normally take out until I get the plasma beam. Then I prefer plasma above everything else. And that was just a frame-perfect missile shot into that lettuce leaf. You will never see that again, enemy. I swear to God. So, here we have a secret passage. Use these to restore your energy if you're low. You really want to do that. So count off 5 shots. Run this way, jump through the door. For those that know what I'm talking about, you're going to do a mock ball. If you miss the mock ball, you have Cyvopper Heaven to look forward to. So, time this ever so justly. This one's going to take a touch of work. Did I mention this is going to take a touch of work? If not, I'd like to remind you, this is going to take a touch of work. To the best of my knowledge, there's no other way to get to this room that I'm trying to get to. So... we're going to painstakingly sit here and shoot refill bugs. There we go. Alright, let's try this one last time. That's not gonna work. That was a thought. There it is. I'm gonna go ahead and say if you actually heard that there's a way to do it without mockballing, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's because you use Spring Ball. That's the only reason I'm gonna say that's ever passable outside of that, just because. And your rewards are a Super Metroid Energy Tank, you know, knockoff called the Reserve Tank, and in the back is a homage, however you want to say it, to Metroid Fusion, where a missile tank is hidden behind an elaborate ruse, aka an invisible block that you could just jump through. Super Metroid. All the things you can do. So long as you're willing. Let us leave. Leave me alone. And he tells me after I leave the room. Which, I'm having trouble making sense out of it, but I'll have a look. And almost ate it on the 0. Alright. Uh-huh, that's right. Oops. Secret number 2. Not so much stream delay as it is, you know, just the internet being the internet. Alright, so now we got a bunch of extra missiles. You, knock out you. Showing off my awesome wall jumping skills. And we now officially get our first energy tank of the game. Yay! It's okay, we got a couple more things that we gotta find before we leave the area. First on that list is this nice, wonderful save point, which we will come and use in a moment. Yes, chat will show on YouTube. I purposely have it put into the window to the right point that the chat will show on YouTube. I purposely sized the chat itself to fit within a specified border, and then I shove and put the rest of the image with the game, just so the game's there, but you can also see what's going on in chat. You can also do the same thing on the Twitch reruns, or the VODs, because afterwards, if the chat was running, they do show it. So, congratulations, you're on multiple sources at once. So before we advance any further, pop this out, get the map. Maps are always useful, maps are great, maps are fun, maps are your friends. However, googly eyes are not my friends. Don't take a face full of them and call in the morning. Okay, so one other neat thing that's in this game, and assuming I can get cooperation, there we go. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, it's just, you know, missile refill. Ammo supply replenishment. Now, I'm going to go ahead and spoil this for some people. That definitely actually means, you know, actual ammo supply management. It refills everything. Supers, reggaes, and power bombs. So, you'll always have that. It means a map. The best people in the universe always use a map. Alright, so this flashing door was accessible thanks to Spospo's defeat. But, for those of us that are on YouTube, time is running short, so, our next video, starting up on Super Metroid Reimagined, we're getting the Spring Ball. For those that are on the stream, keep watching. We'll be right back.